Commanders. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Love going to throw right away. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know you spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Play fake. Here's Love. Steps away. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down. Mays. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On second down, a run with Gibson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception. On
first down, Mays. And he first shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Mays. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran stuff.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the 1st quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Trying to lay one up deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing. Love. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. Keys, and he will take it in. for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer? And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there. And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up? Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. To throw on second down. Mays. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget. Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Ready. Right, 97.
On second down. Keys, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Following the interception, Love. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On the double.
On second down now. Keys. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Double, 38.
Love now to pass on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell, and the Cowboys are going to take the football.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Keys, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, they just do that all the way downfield. Ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Keys. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Keys. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 54 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On first down, Keys. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Mays is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Mays. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mays got a man. It's Gibson complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have the first down, but it winds up paying for it pretty good. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken, because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Mays. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, It's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Throwing on first down. Mays. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Mays. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. Mays, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run with Gibson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and barrel forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And he stopped immediately there. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Mays. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Joey Slide on for a field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On 2nd down, Keys, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Getting a sense of the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game.
They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that these slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Watch out now, 52.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
15 yards to pick up, first down Washington. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's Tua. Over the middle, it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Tagovailoa. That's complete, right around the 8. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Tua to throw. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
And it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in